Want to buy your first house but not sure how to find a realtor? Let me tell you how. Hey everyone, this is Bevan Boychuk. I am a realtor with Coldwell Banker Local Realty. Had got my license back in September of 2023. And today I want to help you out if you have no idea how to find a realtor to help you buy a home. And more than that, how to find the right realtor for you, because there are, I think, about 400 realtors in the city of Regina. So how do you find the right one for you? So without just saying call Bevan Boychuk, here is my advice on how to go about doing it. And I would say there are three really good ways to start your search for a realtor. The first one is very obvious, it's referral. You probably know someone who owns a house and they probably used a realtor to buy it. So, asking your friends or family or coworkers is probably the fastest way to find a realtor. So if that's the case, you give them a call, you meet with them, see if it's a right fit, and kind of go from there. Way number two, I would say, is going out to open houses. And it's beneficial in the way that you also get to meet realtors who are there to meet clients, and you also get to see houses and kind of see what you get for the price point you're maybe looking at. And I know that's probably like the more intimidating one as opposed to just asking a friend who they used, because it involves leaving the house, which I don't like to do. So I assume others also don't like to leave their house. So it involves going out to another place that you don't live in, talking to strangers, and for a lot of people that can be very intimidating. So if you don't have someone who you think can refer a realtor to you and you don't want to go to open houses, the other way would be just to look online, find reviews, find listings in your area for realtors who are doing business near you, or just finding realtors pages like this, which may offer you some value. So I would say those are probably the three main ways to find a realtor. There are probably other ways, but those would be like the main three, I would say. So referrals from friends, going to open houses and meeting realtors, or looking online and going from there. Online can also be looking at listings online and finding one you're interested and calling the listing agent on that. That's maybe not the most efficient way to find the right realtor, but it is one as well. So now you know how to go out and find realtors that you may or may not want to work with. So how do you pick the right one for you? And it really all comes down to you as a person and what works for you personally. I would say the main three criteria to keep in mind when you are looking for a realtor and you are meeting with potential agents to work with: communication, trustworthiness, and personality fit. Knowledge is one I considered putting on that list as well, but that's a very subjective thing. And the thing about that is like a new agent who may not have the experience of someone who's been in the business for 20 years is not going to have that 20 years of knowledge like that veteran agent will. However, they may work for you in other ways. They may put in a bit more effort because they are trying to prove themselves, trying to make a name for themselves, just like I did. There's lots of things of this business that I don't know yet. So just because a newer agent doesn't have all the experience of a more veteran agent doesn't mean they can't be the right agent for you. So to recap, we are going to look at communication, trustworthiness, and personality fit. And let's just start with personality fit, because you need to want to work with your realtor. If you don't like them as a person, you're not going to like working with them. And that's going to really, really sour your experience of buying your first home. And I guess part of that does bleed into the trustworthiness of it, because if you don't think you can trust your agent, you don't want to work with them. And that's just a big part of it. I had a very poor experience when I bought my first home. And that's part of my goal now that I'm a realtor, is to make sure that my clients get the best experience that they can when they buy a home. And part of that bad experience was my agent's communication at the time. And, if they're not getting back to you in a reasonable time, if they're not addressing you with a certain level of respect, not that they need to throw themselves on the ground in front of you, but they just need to treat you like a human being. They need to, give you respect. They need to talk to you like you're equals, because that's what you are. You are in a partnership together trying to complete a transaction. So it needs to go back and forth, and they need to be able to teach you along the way. You're going to have a lot of questions, and you need to be able to think that you can ask those questions in a safe way. When you're buying a home, ask every question that pops into your head. Nothing is stupid. So don't be embarrassed if you're going through the utility room and you don't know what that thing is and it's just the water heater. Just ask the questions, and if your agent respects you, they will answer in a way that shows you they respect you. And with all of those tips, that is how I think you can find the right agent for you when buying your first home. I shouldn't even say exclusively your first home. If you're buying any home, if you want to start looking for an agent, ask your friends and family, go to open houses in the area, or look online for different reviews. Regina specifically has a really great Facebook group called I Support Local Regina, and you can go in there, ask for suggestions of agents. And when you start talking to agents, you want to find the one who has the personality that clicks with you, someone that you think you can trust, and someone who can communicate both in a reasonable timeline fashion, horrible sentence, but also someone who's going to treat you with respect and treat you like a human being. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out anytime. My name is Bevan Boychuk. I'm an agent with Coldwell Banker Local Realty in Regina, Saskatchewan. Happy house hunting, guys.